Oh my God, what a mess. Welcome back to the shop, everybody. If you were looking at the thumbnail, it's probably going to say something about engine removal. But if you're here for a engine removal tutorial, pump the brakes, because that's not what's going to happen. This video here, we're going to do more of just documenting of what we have done and what we're going to tentatively do next. I'm about to show you a little clip of the engine removal process that we went through here. And as you'll see, the engine is out and we have it on engine stand. We also have the whole front suspension out of it also. So we took the Fat Man stuff out and we have it on a small cradle now to hold it up. And this was going to allow us then to start cleaning up the engine bay here. Even though I'm not using the same wiring harness and a lot of the same layout because we're going in a little bit different direction, I didn't want to come in just with side cutters and start clipping everything off and tearing up a good harness that somebody may be able to use. So we took our time on unplugging everything from the EFI motor. And so it's basically the same process as if you were pulling a motor out of a 93 Mustang. Just want to make sure you unplug everything and not try to break the clips in the process. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage and let you see what took us 2.5 hours is going to go by in about a minute. Now you'll see that there's 4 of us working on it, on the car. Actually, there's probably 2 working and 2 in the way. I'm probably one of the ones that was in the way. But anyway, within just over 2.5 hours, we had it out. We already had the transmission out, so that sped things up a lot also. So we just had to deal with the headers and then also the suspension components, which went pretty easy overall. So anyway, take a look at this little clip. It's all in fast mode, so it'll zip by pretty quick for you, and then we'll come back and wrap this up. Okay, so this is the 5.0 motor that came out. Got it up on the engine stand here. And what are we going to do? What are our plans here? Well, we're going to be putting in a different short block, a 331 stroker motor. This is a Vortex Supercharger, which is this baseline model at the time for 6 pounds. And I pulleyed it up a little bit to push, a little over 7. Well, now we want to be able to push 8 or 9 pounds. So we're going to be pulling this head unit off and sending it to Vortex and letting them do a little impeller upgrade to it. So it'll push out just a little bit more air. The next 2 things that I want to do is we're going to be running a Hydro Boost brake system. These 5.0 pumps just really don't have the cojones to do that. You need to be pushing around 1100 psi and about 2 gallons per minute to be able to actuate the Hydro Boost and the rack and pinion system. So what we're going to be doing is changing this system over to a Saginaw style pump, which was on some of the early Ford vans, if you may recall. So we're going to be building a custom bracket to replace this, to fit in here, and replace this pump with the Saginaw pump. The next thing that I don't like is when you do a Vortex Supercharger conversion, it moves the alternator down here in the bottom. And I don't care for that. It's, without having a belly pan on the front of the car, it's more subject to splash and and water and road debris and things of that nature per se. There goes my favorite line again. So my goal is to swap this compressor and put it where the alternator's at, and then take the alternator and put it up here where the compressor's at. So I'm sure we'll be making some kinds of adapter kits that will make that happen. And I say, if you look back there, you can see Mr. Nemiel. Hello, Mr. Nemiel. Hello. So he's going to be helping making some parts to do this conversion. And to your right, I believe, or my left, or my right and your left, is a lathe also with a 10-inch swing on it. So it'll allow us to make plenty of bushings and all. Boy, look at this mess. I'm going to do a video on garage organizational skills since I'm so obviously qualified. So anyway, that is our future plans, and that is what we are going to do. Okay, gang, this is going to be kind of a short video again, just to detail what we've done and where we're going to be going with the engine and the restoration itself. So, in the meantime, y'all take care, stay alert, stay alive.